The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, it's Ryan Lee. It is almost time to get started. Before we start recording and start the session, I just want to make sure that you can see me, or not see me, but see my screen and hear me. So if you can, there's a question box there. Just type in there that yes, you can see me or hear me. Perfect. Awesome. We've got Randy, Rick, Bruce. So just tell me where you guys are from too. We have a lot now. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get to everybody because we have a lot of people on tonight. And yes, in case people ask, this is live. This is not a pre-recorded webinar. This is actually me talking to you right now. So, all right, we've got Fernando from San Diego, Rick from Bethesda, Maryland, Daryl from Pennsylvania. I got Levi from Illinois, Jeff all the way from Australia. I don't even know what day or time it is. I think it's like 4 days ahead there. Tim from Florida, and Bruce in Florida as well, St. Petersburg. Karen from Vegas. Nice. Got Marty from Ontario, Canada. Roz, hey Roz, all the way from Sydney. Oh, big Ken Roteman. It's not an event without Ken Roteman. Midge from Denver. Alan from Portland. Ron from Port Townsend. All right, so yeah, it'll take me about an hour to read everyone's names, but I appreciate you coming on here, and we are going to dig right in. So let's get started. It's 9 o'clock. If people are late, that's it. You snooze, you lose. We're getting started. So my name is Ryan Lee, and thanks for being here today. I'm excited to do this presentation. I did this webinar a couple days ago, but we filled up all the slots, and people couldn't get on, and people couldn't make it. So I figured rather than just do a replay, I would do it again live, so then we could have time at the end to answer all your questions. And this presentation is called How to Make 1K per Day. I just love that. It just rhymes and it sounds good. And this is doing it with no lists, no software, no sales copy, no blog, and no media buying. So, what is this event? Why am I doing this? I'm really going to make a bold promise to you, and I'm going to show you the secret for 1K per day revenue stream, or even multiple 1K per day revenue streams. And I'm going to show you in less than 45 minutes. So now, obviously, I can't see your hand, but how many of you, just curious, type in the question box, because when you type in the question box, I can see what you're saying, or I can, obviously interact with you. So, how many of you think I'm gonna sell you something at the end of this webinar tonight? Just type in yes or no. We've got Jeff with a yes. Leon, Christine, Karen, yes. Marty, yes. Andy, yes. Everyone's saying yes. Okay. Ken with a smiley face as always. Now, for those of you who think I'm going to sell you something, you will not be disappointed. However, here's the one thing that if you've been to any of my events or know anything about me, you know that you're going to get 100% meat and content tonight. And at the end, I have an offer for you. And if you feel like it jives with you, if you feel like you can do it, then I welcome you. If not, there's never any pressure. So with that, so I like to just get that out of the way. All right. So sit back, relax. Don't wait the whole time. It's like, oh my God, this is going to be a pitch. Like, sit back. There's going to be a lot of content. I suggest you get out a pen and paper because you're going to be taking some notes. I want you to walk away with some really good actionable items tonight. And like I said, I'm going to make a really, really killer offer at the end. So you don't want to stick around. I got something really special. So make sure to stick around to the end. So why this webinar? Because I'm asked the question in just about every interview I do. I do interviews usually about one a day for different blogs, for radio shows, for websites, for magazines. And this question I'm asked so much. It's if I had to start over, right? And it's usually with the same stipulations. If you weren't Ryan Lee, if you had no list, if you didn't know anyone, you had no contacts, you didn't have a product right now, you had no technical skills, what are you going to do? What are you going to do to earn money? And a number I like to use is $1,000 per day. And how would you get to that as fast as possible? Because that was always a number that was in my head. I was always like, if I can get to $1,000 a day, that would be a great business. I mean, I would be really, really excited. I mean, I used to make, when my first job, I remember I got paid every 2 weeks when I was working at the Children's Rehab Hospital, every 2 weeks, and it was about My paycheck was about $750 every 2 weeks. So 1K a day for me was a dream, but that was always a number I went for. So when I was posed that question, and I'm posed every single day, this is my answer, what this webinar is going to be teaching you tonight. Now, I will tell you that, and I'm known in the industry for kind of speaking my mind, and for any of you guys who've known me over the years, you know I don't pull any punches, and you know I'm always 100% upfront. I'm going to tell it like it is, whether you like to hear it or not. So, 95% of what you've been told about making money online is absolute bullshit. And pardon my French, because I might drop a couple curses, maybe an F-bomb here and there. But I'll try to keep it clean tonight. But most of it is just crap. Some people suggest, going from niche to niche. And I know you're in trouble when I do a coaching call. And I've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of coaching calls. And all the people I've helped over the years. And when I ask them, what niche are you in? And they say, oh, I'm in 17 niches. I'm in fitness and self-help, and I'm in internet marketing and how to raise piranha and how to mow your lawn naked with your ass. I don't know, like the craziest niches. You're not going to make money that way because you're not focused. The days of putting up a little blog and making 20, 30 cents or $4 a day or $5 a day in each one, and having it add up, those days are over. There's too much competition. Google doesn't like that crap anymore. You've got to add value, so that stuff is done. Okay. The other thing is thinking that some guy, some 22-year-old, is making $238,971 a month with some push button software program, and then they're going to sell it to you for $27. Right? People actually believe in that bullshit. Like, if you're making $238,000 with a software program where you just click a button, then why the hell would you sell it for $27? Keep your mouth shut and just keep doing it, right? Like, it's just the most insane thing. And I know a lot of these guys because they want me to promote their products, and they're telling me, hey, we're almost done creating the software program. So they haven't even created it yet. They're going to make the $238,000 with and Rick just said, dang, that was $27 wasted. They're going to make the $238,000 selling you the $27 product. Well, they're not going to make that much anyway. But another thing, private label rights, where you buy these awful ebooks, for $20, and then you sell them for $20 when everyone could find them for free online or for 99 cents. You don't make any money that way. It's a commodity. Everyone else is selling the same crap. There's no differentiation. There's a site called Warrior Forum, and they have these Warrior special offers of the day. It's just ridiculous. Like these $7 products, $5 products. I'm not even going to spend time with that garbage. I'm telling you one thing. These people are not making money. All these guys doing this crap are not making money. They're full of shit. And they're making money where they're trying to make money, teaching you how to make money, but they're not actually making money. And then the other final thing is some of these big name gurus who don't care about you at all. And you are literally just a number to them, period. And most of the stuff they're selling you, they're not doing themselves either. So that's the reality. Now, I hope I'm not coming off as too negative, but I've been online since late 98, early 99. I've been through it all. I've seen it all. I know a lot of people who teach marketing. There's some good people and there's some not so good people, and I'm just fed up with the crap. So I just kind of, let it all hang out. But let's talk about the positive, okay? Now, why should you trust me? Why am I the most trusted internet marketing program? First, let me just show you some proof. I'm not just going to make some kind of random statement and have you take my word for it. So this is an actual screenshot recently from ClickBank. ClickBank processes my membership site, my Inner Circle, which is Ryan Lee, the Ryan Lee Inner Circle. And you can see here, my account is Ryan Lee.com. That's for my Inner Circle. And this says it all. This is my refund rate, 3.8%. That means I don't know what the hell the number is, 96.2 people like my program are sticking with it. The average refund rate in the internet marketing industry hovers around 40%. That's 40. There was a guy on Facebook recently who said, hey, I dare all internet marketers to show their refund rate. And he's like, look at mine. It's the best in the industry. Boom. It was like 11.8%. And I said, well, actually, mine's only 3.8. They're like, what? They couldn't believe it because mine was 3 or 4 times better than his. And he said his was the best. So I really just try to put my money where my mouth is, and I really work hard to over-deliver and build trust. And I've been doing it for over a decade. And my simple motto is over deliver. I teach my clients and my members to over deliver, and I really like to go above and beyond. And here's just some Facebook comments recently. I'm not going to repeat this. He said basically you're the effing man, bro, because I have this other coaching program that I finished called The Method, and he said you've put together more modules than you even said you were going to do, and I expect there are more to come. See, I like to tell people, like, okay, it's going to be 6 modules, and then I give them 10. Or, hey, I'm only going to do an hour Q&A, and then I do 2 hours. So, adding this new piece is another reason why I will continue to be a loyal follower and referrer. That's how you should be running your business, trying to over-deliver, right? And then these other people said, you're freaking awesome, Ryan. You always over-deliver in everything you do. Then Dan said, over-delivery. This one said, wow, I knew you were different for the first time. You were different. You're proving it to me, and now the big surprise. You're really over-delivering, Ryan. All I can say is thank you for being who you are, real and authentic. Candy said, thanks, Ryan. You really and truly over-deliver. Ryan Leakles class and style. So now I didn't cherry pick these. These literally, you can see these were all 3 in a row. People saying that I'm over-delivering. And now, the word is spread, and here I was on the cover of Millionaire Blueprints. And look, we're going to skip through this because it's bullshit. Who cares? I'm just trying to tell you that you should trust me, and I did contribute to the New York Times best-selling book series, The Worst Case Scenario Business Survival Guide. I was in this book, Attention, This Book Will Make You Money, and the Phenomenon DVD, Moonlighting on the Internet, What Success Takes. So anyway, I've had a lot of success. I started maybe no different than you. It probably is different than you. I worked in a children's rehab hospital, and I was a recreational therapist for 6 years. And then I kind of played around with the internet a little bit. And my last full-time job I was a gym teacher in the South Bronx. And then I decided to get serious about the internet. So I've gone from that, and now my businesses generate 7 figures a month. So if a regular guy like me can do it, then you can as well. But this is the real reason that I do what I do, and why I really love the internet lifestyle, and why I love teaching it. For me, it's my family. That's my wife, Janet, and those are my 4 little kids, Jordan, Lauren, Jake, and Cameron. And their ages are 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? And I'm very excited. Jake finally got out of his crib last night, and he's in a little boy bed. So being able to spend as much time with my wife and kids as possible is really it's really the reason why I do what I do. And if you don't have kids, maybe for you it's traveling, or going on cruises, or driving around cars, or going to the clubs, or coke and whores, whatever the hell you're into. I am not here to judge, but this is the benefit of a lifestyle business. And now I do some high-level coaching for big companies. Like Zappos is a billion-dollar business, and they have a program called Zappos Insights, which teaches this kind of customer-friendly client. They teach how they basically run their business. And they even said about me, working with Ryan is fantastic. Ryan's advice has been a key part of our strategy. The reason I'm telling you that is just to let you know, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not full of shit, and you could trust me, okay? So let's dive in. Enough of me. It's not about me. I could talk about myself all day. It's my favorite topic, but screw me, it's about you. So let's go. The 1K per day formula. Let's look at the numbers. And this is why I'm so excited. Let's say that you have a $1,000 program that you're going to sell in any market, right? And you look at the numbers of $1,000 and you sell just one a day. Just one a day. It's 24 hours in a day. I don't care what the product is. Now, if I told you, hey, I'm holding your family hostage. Gary Halbert talked about this, he used this example. Like, if I'm holding your family hostage, and I'm going to start sending you little pieces of them every hour, until you sell one $1,000 programs a day, can you be able to do it? And the answer is yes. You'll do everything humanly possible to sell one a day. So if you do that, if you do nothing else but focus on selling one a day, that comes to $30,000 a friggin' month. Think about it. One a day is $30,000 a month. That comes to $365,000 a year. That's $250,000 selling just one premium price program a day. Now, let's say you got your hustle on. I'm originally from New York, and we like to hustle in New York. So you work hard. You say, you know what, Ryan? Screw one a day. I'm an overachiever. I'm selling 2 a day. Now you're at $60K a month. Think about what $60,000 per month extra can do to your life. $730,000 a year. $1,000 program, 3 a day. You know where I'm going with this, right? Let's all do the math. $90,000 an effing month. Now you're a millionaire. Now you're making over $1 million a year. That's selling 3 a day. Now seriously, if I said to you, you just have to sell 1 a day, is that impossible? I mean, if you're like, Ryan, it's impossible, there's no way in hell I can do it, then just get off the webinar now. You got to have the confidence. You got to say, you know what, I could sell 1 a day. And that's what the system is about, teaching you to sell 1 a day. Now, let's say the worst case scenario. Say, Ryan, I'm an idiot. You know, I type with 1 finger on the keyboard. My computer is 10 years old. I have no skills. Even my parents hate me. So you say, you know what, I'm only going to sell 1 every 3 days. Or I'm just going to work on Monday, and then I'm going to take Tuesday and Wednesday off. And since everyone likes my Coke and Whores comment, then you go on a Coke and Whore binge on Tuesday, Wednesday. You come back, you sell 1 on Thursday. You take off Friday, Saturday. So you get what I'm saying, right? So you sell 1 every 3 days. Or you're trying hard, and you're only just making 1 sale every 3 days of a $1,000 product. You're still at $10,000 a month. You're still in the close to the 1%ers, which everyone seems to hate. Because God forbid you actually work and make money. That you obviously must have something wrong. You must be evil. So this is worst case, right? Now, what if you say, Ryan, there's no way I'm going to do there's no way I'm going to have a $1,000 product. Let me look at a $500 program. And again, you get back to those 2 a day. Actually, I'm wrong on the math there. That'd be $1,000 a day. I'm wrong on that. Okay. You see where I'm going with this? Here are real numbers, right? You sell 1 a day at $30,000 a month. You're buying a $6 million house. You buy any car you want. And you pretty much pay off any kind of credit card bills and college loans and student loans and all that kind of stuff. So imagine what you can do with this stuff. So forget the techie crap. This is where everyone starts to say, because right away you start having the doubts. Ryan, I'm not a tech wizard like you. Let me tell you, I barely know shit about technical stuff. Seriously, like I could use WordPress a little bit, and I know Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. I created this presentation on PowerPoint, and that's about the extent of it. I don't know HTML. I don't know any coding at all. I'm an idiot when it comes to that stuff. And I don't want to know, because I think it can actually be a negative, because what you end up doing is spending all day coding when you could hire someone else to do that, when you should be doing the other stuff, the marketing and the creation. So don't let that stop you. Okay, don't let that stop you. Now, like I said, if I could do it, a former gym teacher and personal trainer, then you can do it. So if you're ready for the formula, shout, I'm ready. Woo! All right. We got people ready. Sweet. Okay. Here it is. It's the power of a premium product. Now stick with me, okay? Stick with me. Power of a premium product. My first premium product. Now, when I started selling online, I would first, when I was doing a lot of online fitness, I would do little training programs, little manuals for $29, a membership for $47 for the year. You know, like a medicine ball. I would do low price things, and I was kind of nervous about creating a higher price product. And this was now back over 10 years ago. So I finally said, you know what, I'm going to do one higher price product. And at the time, I was really nervous about doing this. I'm like, you know what, I'm doing a $199 product. Screw it. That's it. I'm going for it. And within the first couple days, I sold 100 of them. I was floored. So I made over 20, almost just about 20 grand in like 3 or 4 days. When that's more than I would make in 2 or 3 months. I'm like, so right there, I'm like, all right, I get it. Now I get it. Now I get the power of this stuff. And it wasn't. And the thing is, I sold more of those than I was selling of my $50 a year membership sites, and faster. So it was almost $20,000 in pure profit. And to be honest, that ended up making me probably about $350,000 over the course of 2 or 3 years. But I was hooked in right away, and I got the power of this. And don't forget, this was before the days of Google AdWords, before Facebook, before YouTube, before Twitter, before blogs. I'm old school, baby. This was a long time ago. Like, I had to hustle to build my site and get word out. I couldn't just do a Facebook post. So why premium pricing? Here are the problems if you have just low price products. If you do low price products, and everyone always says, well, Ryan, what about Walmart? Let me tell you, Walmart is the exception, not the rule. And before Walmart, there was Kmart. Look at them now. Before them, there was Woolworths. Does anyone remember Woolworth? Or Woolworths? I don't even know if it's plural. Near me, there was a store that used to be called Caldors. So, I don't know if Walmart's going to be around for a long time. They may be, they may not be. But again, they're more the exception than the rule. And I used to say, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when someone beats your price, you lose. If you're the person in your market, I don't care if it's coaching or fitness or dating or marketing, and you're like, hey, why buy a $500 product when you could buy a $20 product from me? And you try to beat them on price, someone will beat your price. So you never want to just compete on price. Information marketers, in just about any niche, a couple years ago it was $97, and that became $67, it became $47, now it's $27. Next year it might be $17, and then $7, and then free. Because maybe they'll make the money on sponsorships. And then who the hell knows? Maybe it's going to be, hey, buy this product, and some sponsor's paying me $30, so I'm going to give you $10 to take this product. So it's really hard to play just on the pricing game. But don't ever forget, there's always going to be a percentage of people who want premium. It might not be 80%, or it might not even be 50%. It might only be 10% or 15% of the people, but there are a percentage of people. You have to know that. And don't buy into the, it's the economy sucks, no one's spending money. That is bullshit. There are people who always want premium. I live in New Canaan, Connecticut, one of the wealthiest towns in the world. All the investment, and everyone talks about how the investment bankers are out of business and hedge fund managers. These guys are making millions. There's so much money to go around. So there's always going to be a percentage of people who want the premium. And here's the truth. It's virtually just as easy to sell a $27 ebook as it is to sell a $1,000 program. It's not exactly the same, but it's really not that different. Because if you think about it, the 10% of the people who would have spent the $1,000, if you're only offering them the $27 ebook, yeah, they're going to buy the $27. But if you offer them the $1,000, they're still going to take the $1,000. And maybe you scooped up a few more percentages. But it's really not, don't think that, hey Ryan, I have a $1,000 product, but if I have a $27 product, I'm going to have 200 times more people, so I'm going to sell, 100 of them for every one I sell of the $1,000 product, so I'm going to make, whatever the numbers are, or I'm going to sell, 100 of them, and I'm going to make 2,700, I'm going to make more. That's not true. Anyone who sold products online will tell you that is not true. You're not going to sell 100 times more at a lower price. You think it's true, but it's not. Now, here are the 3 powerful margin motivators. When you could sell a premium price product, there's more profit, right? There's more money. When you have more money, you could spend more to acquire customers if you choose to do paid advertising. You don't have to. I really don't do paid advertising, only on specific campaigns I'll talk about later. But if you want to, you could spend more. So you're competing against people selling the $27, the $47, the $50 products. You could spend 5 times, 10 times as much as they can, and you can get all the traffic and all the customers. You can also pay more to affiliates if you want to do affiliates and joint venture marketing, and you could deliver more value. Now you could send them bonuses. Now you could say, hey, I just saw this new book that just came out, and I'm going to send you a copy for free. Because who cares? There's so much profit built in, especially to information products. $1,000 information product, the cost of delivery is almost nothing. Now you might be thinking, well, what about the product funnel? The product funnel, right? Have you guys, just curious, has anyone heard of what the product funnel? So I hear yes, yes, yes. Okay, no, mostly yeses. Product funnel, yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. The product funnel, let me show you what the product funnel is. And we've been taught this. Look, someone today called me a contrarian marketer because I'm always looking at the opposite, right? I never follow the rules. And I'm always like, well, I always think if everyone's doing something, then they're probably wrong. Because it's common, the masses are usually wrong. So what's happened, and it used to be right? They used to talk about the product funnel during the days of direct marketing, but everything's changed. Here's the way the funnel looks, or the way it used to look. You have your introductory product. Here's the top of the funnel, and you're going to attract more people. The theory goes with the free or lower price stuff. So you've got free reports, you've got $20 ebooks, $30 ebooks, $50 DVD sets, that kind of stuff. So you're going to get, let's say you get 1,000 people to come in at this free and low cost. And then only once they buy your product and you gain their trust, then you move them down to the mid price, the $50 to $500 products. Maybe a home study kit, a lower price one, a couple of webinars, an online multimedia product. So now you move to mid-price, and maybe out of the 1,000, maybe 100 follow you to mid-price, and then you go premium. Then you do the $500 plus, and it depends on the market. Look, real estate investing, the premium could be $10,000 plus, but then then you're going to have the 5 or 10 people that come in at the premium. So it just kind of funnels down that system. Now, what I've found out over the years, especially over the past few years, is that the internet has changed the game. Right? It is so much easier now to reach people and build relationships quickly because of social media, because of Facebook, because of Twitter, because of how fast word spreads. The same way that if you do something bad, if you screw your customers, word is going to spread. If you do something good, it spreads just as fast. And if you're doing good things, putting out good products, building good relationships, it spreads fast, and people will come in and they'll trust you because now people are buying based on recommendations. And I'll give you a perfect example. There is, I just was on a blog show interview today called Rise to the Top with this guy, David. David's a really, really smart young guy. And he right away, he was on the webinar the other night and bought this program that you're going to hear about tonight. And he said, hey, I have a client, I have a member who I just told about your program, and I told her about it, and she wants in. I said, well, it's not open yet. I'm not going to sell it again until the next webinar. He's like, it doesn't matter. I told her, she wants in. And I said, okay, but I don't have a sales letter up, David. It's just a webinar. He's like, she wants it. I said, okay, here's the link right to my checkout page. It's going to take you right to ClickBank. It's going to check you right out. And he sent her the link without knowing anything really about the program except what he told her, without seeing a sales letter, without any testimonials, without videos, without ridiculous headlines. She bought yesterday. She signed up for the product with knowing really nothing about it because her friend recommended it. That's what I'm talking about, right? In the old days, that didn't happen. That happens now. More than 50% of my customers come in at the $500 plus level, and you might be one of them. There's a good chance you are. And I've done this at events. I've said, how many of you are my customers? And, let's say I have 100 people raise their hands. And I'll say, and how many of you have the first product you bought from me cost more than $500? And oftentimes it's going to be, out of the 100 people, 50, 60 people will say they came in at a more expensive product. The days of thinking you have to sell a $7 product or $15 or $20 product first is over. Or if it even existed, it was more of a myth. It was more some guy coming up with something because it sounded cool, but no one ever called him on it, right? But it's a bunch of crap. And if you don't have higher price programs and products in your matrix of programs, you're losing thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I didn't realize that till those few years later when I did that first $200 product. Here's an example. This guy, John Henney, his friend Michael Goodrich joined, and I had a Vegas workshop, and he told his friend, John, you got to come. And John just said, your $1,000 referral just became $2,000 one. I bought another Vegas ticket in order to bring 2 partners with me. Looking forward to it. First time he bought any of my products, he spent $2,000. Right? Didn't see any of my sales letters, just said, I'm in, $2,000. That's the reality. And there's always going to be a percentages of guys like John who want it, who will come in. And you talk about, I mentioned before that overused term of gurus. Think about their business model, right? They tell you one thing, but they do another. They all sell high-priced products. $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 products, all of them. And all of them, and I know this because I know all of them, just about all of them, make 95% of their income from high-priced products. But yet they don't teach you that. They're like, oh, I'm going to teach you how to do, get traffic with YouTube, blah, blah, blah. But they make all their money selling the high-priced products. It's just a bunch of crap, right? They talk about the funnel, but they're not living the funnel. It's just a big smokescreen. So if you could just do one thing to make a lot of money, just sell that one premium product. That's key. So here's how we do it, right? One word, it's about systems. A step-by-step-by-step system. Write that down. It's about systems. Now, when I say systems, I mean it in two ways. First thing is you want to follow a system you can duplicate. You don't want to just wake up in the morning and say, okay, what the heck do I have to do? And you stare at a blank screen. Oh, maybe I'll do a Squidoo lens. Maybe I'll do a joint venture email. Maybe I'll create this product. Or should I do a blog? What should I do? You need a system. You need to wake up and say, here's what I'm doing first. Here's what I'm doing second. Here's what I'm doing third. Right? Here are my profit-producing activities. I'm going to go step 1, step 2, step 3, rinse and repeat. Because when you follow this system that I'm teaching you tonight, you could then do it. If once you get it down, you start making money, it starts flowing, you could then do this for another product and another product and create multiple revenue streams, not just one. And the second part of systems is you want to give people a system for them to follow. So you want to follow a system and you want to sell systems. This is all about systems. The old product model is you take your content, your niche market, and you create an ebook, right? Or what was popular for a bunch of years, you interview. It's an interview series with a bunch of random experts. So maybe it's a topic like fitness, and here's the guy who's going to teach you how to get six-pack abs. Here's the guy who's going to teach you how to jump 50 feet. Here's the person who's going to give you a tight ass. Here's the person, who's going to make your face look thin or whatever. Just a bunch of random interviews with different people. These, like I talked about them before, these private label rights, sites and compilations, and event recordings. My events used to sell better in terms of recordings, but people don't want that anymore. People want systems. This old way was living launch to launch. You launch a product, you make money, you sit back for a couple of months, and you launch another product, or you relaunch it. That's the old model. Right now, people are too overwhelmed. You might even be on the other computer right now. You might have two computers open. You might be checking your email right now, or checking text messages, or maybe you have a book you haven't read yet, or MP3s that you're still listening to. There's so much content, your iPad. We're overwhelmed. We're overwhelmed with information. People want a simple solution. And this is where you must come in. You must provide that simple solution. All right, so you can give it to them. Systems are always going to outsell products. It's a subtle difference. Systems will always outsell products. I just want to make sure you guys are with me on this. Just type in yes or no. Do you get what I'm saying when I mean systems will always outsell products? Should I be like some of these cheesy events that I go to with like yes or yes? That drives me nuts when they start doing the NLP stuff, right? Yes or yes. People love when I go to these events. Okay. So systems are always going to outsell products. You want to create systems. And I'm going to show you right now one of my favorite, easiest ways to create a system. Write this down. And I've tweaked it. And I even tweaked it since the last webinar. I kind of changed it around a little bit to make it even easier for you to understand. Okay. How to get some type of result in X number of days with your system. So write that down. How to get, and parentheses there, how to get result. So what's the result they're going to get in X number of days with your system. So write that down. I told you, I'm going to put you to a little work today. So let me show you an example of what these look like. So let's say in the fitness market, how to lose 7 pounds. So lose 7 pounds is a result. What are they going to get by doing your product? In X days, in 7 days with your system, and I just made this up, maybe your system is kettlebell combos, or power yoga, or one-handed push-ups, whatever the hell it is, right? But that's the formula. That's the formula, a really simple way to show what a system is. A product is just, hey, okay, and Sean asked here, what's the difference between a system and a product? So here's the way a lot of fitness people would do a product. They would say, well, I love doing a lot of different exercises, so my product's going to be, 21 kettlebell combos. That's just a product. This is a system. I'm going to show you how to get a certain result, which is lose 7 pounds in a certain time frame, which is 7 days, with this program. Not here's 21 kettlebell combos. Here's 101 ways to market your website. Big deal. I'm already overwhelmed. I don't need 101 ways. Show me the one way. Show me the system. Show me how to get more traffic in 3 days. Don't give me 101 ways. Don't make me do that much work, please. Okay? I don't need 52 ways to pick up a woman. Show me the one way. Show me the system. So that's what it's about. That's the fundamental change. It seems subtle, but it's everything. That is everything. This is why my programs sell, and this is why my clients and students have so much success, because they get this difference. And the other ones who just have an idea for, I'm going to do 52 ways to market your site, that's why they don't sell a lot. It doesn't have to do with their marketing. I mean, it does have to do with their marketing, but it has to do with this, starting with this. This is why I'm focused on this stuff. You know, business and marketing, how to, and your result is make 10K per month in 30 days with, let's say your product's called Facebook Profits, right? So how to make 10K per month is the result. In 30 days is the X number of days. With Facebook products is your product. You know, dating. How to find the man of your dreams. So find the man of your dreams is is what they're going to get, the result, in X number of days, in 2 days, with, and the Hookup Now program is, and again, I just completely made these things up out of thin air. You know, would they sell? Would they not? I don't know. I'm just making them up. I'm just trying to get you to think a little bit differently and think in terms of systems. So what I want you to do right now is write down this formula and write an idea for whatever niche market you want to go in. How could you turn your idea, your concept into some type of product, into a system? Okay? You've got to figure out a way to turn it into a system, because people are not going to buy a premium product, 21 great ab exercises. That could be a blog post, that could be an article, maybe even an ebook, but that's not going to be an expensive program or a system. They might be saying, will it work for my niche? The old, my business is different. And the answer 99% of the times is yes. I've created and literally coached hundreds and hundreds of people who've created premium products in just about every niche. I mean, here are some niches that my clients have been in, and there's a lot more. Everything from fitness, real estate, health and wellness, internet marketing, investing in finance, coaching, dating, any kind of hobby, knitting, gardening, all that kind of crazy stuff, programming, teaching, language, travel, high-level consulting, and so much more. Just about any product. Now, I'll be honest. If you want to sell to, if you want to sell a $500 or $1,000 product to homeless people, you're probably not going to be able to do it, because they're not going to have the funds, obviously. Okay, so they've got to have the means to acquire your product. Or the ways to get around some of that is to do really, really good payment plans to lower the payment, so you can get more people in, and you could still make the $1,000, but it's just going to be spread out over time. And you can niche it down. So the internet now is about niche and super focus. So when I do coaching, and I talk to people, I say, okay, what market are you in? What are you in? I'm in the fitness market. Okay, what's your niche? Nothing. It's just fitness. It's weight loss. It's general. You've got to niche it down at least 2 levels. And you could niche your products down by age, by sex, by profession, by tools, resources, methods. And let me show you what this looks like. Okay? But I'm talking going 1 to 2 levels, maybe even 3 levels deep in your market. Because the more specific you are, the better chances of selling, especially premium price products. So let's say you're starting off in fitness market, right? That's the general market. General is fitness. If we sub-niche it, now we're looking at fitness for men. So now, if it's just a general, hey, here's a fitness product, and I'm a guy looking, I'm like, it could be for women too, it's not for me. But now sub-niche, now fitness for men, okay, now you're at least talking to me. Now a sub-niche using a specific tool can be kettlebell training for men. You can tell I love kettlebell training, right? So that's a sub-niche. Now you're much more specific. A guy looking for kettlebell training is now seeking you out. You could sub-niche it even further. You could sub-niche. You could say kettlebell training for men over 30. Now all of a sudden, I'm going to be 40. I'm a guy. I like kettlebell training. Now you're speaking to me. Now you've got my attention. Now you can start doing premium products. Everything could do this, right? Internet marketing. The general market is internet marketing. You could sub-niche it down to paid advertising. So instead of just trying to be a generalist, I'm going to do in the sub niche of paid advertising, and I'm going to sub niche it even further, and I'm going to be the guy for pay-per-click. And let me go one further. Sub niche, I'm going to sub niche it down to Bing. If you want to know about getting traffic from Bing, I'm your guy. You get it down to where you're the number one person, or if there's no one that's a big player in that market, you could come in quickly. You could get affiliate partners, joint venture partners. You could buy targeted traffic so cheap, and you could dominate. At least there's no one in my head that is the number one guy for Bing. If I want to advertise in Bing, I don't know where to go. But if there's a person who has a premium price product that I'm going to show you how to get in Bing and do all this kind of stuff, I'm there. I'm going to buy the product. Life coaching, right? I work with a lot of coaches, life coaches, executive coaches. Sub niche it down by sex, maybe. Life coach for men. I'm life coach for men for men over 50. Okay, you could even do it by profession. Life coach for female accountants or female attorneys or doctors. Now this is the fun part. Here are 3 easy publishing models for 1K per day revenue streams. Get ready to put on your God, I feel like I'm back in school. Put on your thinking caps, my friend. All right. So model, now there's 3, right? This is model number 1. Because you might be saying, well, Ryan, this sounds like this is actually going to be work. Oh my God. You mean $1,000 a day, I'm going to actually have to do something? No. Where's the button? Where's the button that I push? God, give me the button. But I'm going to show you how to make this easy, okay? So number 1 model can be you position yourself as the expert. And here's to know if the expert is right for you. Do you tend to be more outgoing? Do you have a good personality? Do you have a lot of friends? Can you work the room? Like if you're at an event, are you completely comfortable going up to people and talking to them, or having people follow you and ask you questions? This is a big one. If you're at an event, would you rather be on stage than in the audience? I know that's me. Ever since, even in high school, I couldn't wait to get on stage. I'm like, man, I don't want to be in the audience. I want to be up on stage. Examples of experts: Martha Stewart, Tony Robbins, Rachel Ray. Me, I definitely fall into the expert category within my market. So I'm just curious, for you guys who are, Rick said he'd rather be at the bar. Yes or no? How many of you feel like the expert is the thing you want to be? Like it, you're like, that's me. I want to be the expert. I want my name on it. I want to be the guy or the girl. Absolutely. And there's some people like Ken and Leon here, and Jeff are saying yes. Melissa said no way. John said no. And it's okay. There's no right or wrong. I'm just curious to see where people are. Andy said yes and no. Jeff said that's me. Roy said, hell yeah, love the stage. Me, yes, no. Okay. So, again, it's not for everybody. That's one model. Here's model number 2. And maybe this one appeals to you. Now, I coined this term a couple months ago in Vegas. I was sitting with a couple of really smart marketers, and he's saying, I want to find a word for this where you interview people. I said, it's the host. Like, we just came up with this term, the host. Now, is the host right for you? Do you have good interpersonal skills? Are you good at talking to people? Can you engage them? Do you have good speaking skills? Good speech? Now, I'm not saying you have to have you can't have an accent. I mean, listen to mine. I mean, even though I've been in Connecticut now for 10 years, I still have the New York. I'm never going to lose it. I'm never going to lose that New York accent. It's actually faded a little bit, but it's never going away. And that's fine. You can have personality. You don't have to have a flat, accent from like Indiana, but be yourself, but you still have to be able to engage people. Do you tend to be organized, or are you just really disorganized? You can't get anything done. Do you enjoy networking? And you don't mind the spotlight, but you don't necessarily need it. So you don't have to be on stage, but it's okay if you're on stage too. Examples of the host are Barbara Walters and Oprah. Like, they didn't create, Oprah didn't create any of her own products. She didn't create the fitness product. That was Bob Greene. She didn't create the psychology stuff. That was Dr. Phil. Right? She didn't create the health stuff. That was Dr. Oz. So she wasn't the expert in everything. She just was the host. So now, curious, how many of you feel like that is more right for you, being the host? And you're like, you know what, I'd kind of rather do that. Okay, we've got yes, more my speed. Mark enjoys driving the Brinks to his bank. Rob is friggin' Johnny Carson. I love it. I love attracting these sarcastic people. I can tell I got in a lot of Northeast people too. Cool. Yes. Love the host, love the expert. Okay. And here's the final model. The producer. And maybe this is right for you. The producer is someone who enjoys connecting people and networking. Right? You're a good connector. You're a good matchmaker. You're good at seeing all the angles. You could see someone who has a lot of potential, or maybe someone who has a really good product, and you could create the relationship with the other person. You can get a piece of everything. Or you could organize the entire system, the sales system, for people, and you get a piece of all the action. Completely passive, right? So you enjoy working with different personalities. Now, in general, you'd probably rather be behind the scenes. You know, maybe the thought of being up on stage, you're like, I really don't want to do that. You know, maybe if I had to introduce someone, I would, but I'd rather get the hell off stage. I really don't want to be the star. So maybe this is for you. And examples of producers, Aaron Spelling, who produced so many TV shows. I don't even, Beverly Hills and Dynasty and all that stuff. And George Lucas. So with that, let me ask you, how many of you does this feel right for? Would you rather be the producer? Nope. Dawn says, yep, that's me. It's so funny. John said, yes, this is the best, where before he said, no way would he want to be the expert. So I could see people saying, no way. Now, here's the thing. You can have multiple roles. Right? You can have a little bit of each with products, especially with premium price products. You can be the expert and have your name on the program and create it and do it all yourself and be the person. You can be the host, and you could bring other people in and create a whole system with different people having a different component of it. And I've created a lot of products like that where I didn't do anything. I had other people create all of the content. I just brought it together, especially as a producer. As a producer, there are some products I didn't do a thing. Not a thing. Well, I mean, behind the scenes. But you didn't even know you'd have no idea that I was even involved in it. And that was fine with me. I had a program created, made money, and my name doesn't have to be on anything. Even though I have an ego, it doesn't have to be. So you can have multiple roles. But the thing is, and this is what marketers don't teach you, you have to find what feels right for you and work in your comfort level. Because if you're doing something just because it makes money, but you still don't feel right doing it. Like if I create a program and say, hey, to a guy like John here, and say, John, you've got to be the expert, to make money, he's going to resist. And maybe he'll try it. He'll be like, oh, it didn't work. Ryan Lee's full of shit. His products don't work. It's because it wasn't the right fit for you. It's like going to a guidance counselor and you can't sing. Like, be a professional rock star. No. Work your skill set. So find the right role for you. So we've gone through a lot tonight in terms of drilling down into some of the ideas, some of the niches, some of the strategies, and figuring out ways to make this work for you. But it really is about creating premium products, premium, higher priced products, and focusing in on selling the 1, 2, maybe 3 a day. But you can see, obviously, I mean, we've been talking for almost an hour, and I've barely scratched the surface. I mean, we didn't even talk about getting all the products done, producing them, getting the sales site up, and driving the traffic, right? So this is where I want to tell you about this new program I do have, and where I'm going to coach you through the entire process. I'm talking step by step by step, start to finish, on creating your own 1K per day cash machine. And it's called, drum roll please, the 1K per day formula. I get so excited, I gotta drink some water. So this is the program, okay? I broke my entire system down to 6 complete step-by-step training modules. And I say 6, everyone knows who does my programs knows I always end up going above it anyway. I always go beyond, because I like to go into detail, real excruciating detail, like step by step. Like I'm not the guy who says, yeah, go create a product. Like or I wouldn't say, hey, go do a live event. I would say, let's do a live event. Here's how you find the hotel. Here's how you negotiate the best price. Here's how you get these rooms for free. Here's how to get the free meals. Here's how to do the hotel room guarantee. Like, anyone who's been through my programs know how detailed I am with this stuff, because I was a teacher and I love step by step by step, because I do it. I don't just teach this stuff. I actually do what I teach. So unlike some guys who just make up shit to make money, I actually do this stuff every single day. So I'm going to show you how to do this yourself. And that's what I'm going to be stressing during this program, because I run my entire business from Starbucks. Now, I do have an office, and I go to usually in the afternoons just when I need quiet for an interview or for recording a coaching program. But we're actually going to be moving. I'm going to be moving it back to my house in a few months anyway. But every single morning, I do almost all of my profit-producing activities from the local coffee shop. I don't have any full-time staff there, no headaches, no overhead. It truly is the ultimate lifestyle business. Even today, I was home at 4 o'clock because my wife said, could you be home when the kids come home from the bus because they have a play date? Yeah. Remember the old days when you used to the play date was just going outside and playing with your friends? Yeah. Now my kids have play dates. But anyway, this gives you the freedom. So it's going to be all about running your empire with one person. Now, if you have a desire to have 20 or 30 staff, hey, more power to you. I just don't want to do that. That's just not in my world. So here's module 1. We're going to talk about actually creating the product, getting it done. Like, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Not just, oh, here's an idea. Like, here's how to record it. Here's how to turn it into a product. Like, everything. So we'll drill into the expert host and producer models, choosing the perfect program for you, even how I've gotten other people to create the entire product for me without me lifting a finger. And I'm talking like $500 and $1,000 products. You'll see exactly how it's done. And my top secret way to literally double the value of your program, and this alone is going to really skyrocket your profit. So that's module 1. We're going to talk about one way to create your entire product. And plus, I'm going to give you access to all of my Rolodex. If you need any help outsourcing, like, Ryan, I really want a good graphic guy. Who do you use? I need a good video guy. I need a good web guy. There's no one who has tried more people than me, and there's no one who hates spending money more than me. So I'm going to get you good quality people who don't do one project and disappear. Like, people who I give a lot of business to, and are going to, all you have to do is say, you're a customer, Ryan Lee, and they will take care of you. I promise. Or I will go all New York and kick some ass. Okay? Module 2 is the supercharged 1K. And this is really cool, where I actually make thousands of dollars before my product is even done. Like, literally, people will pay money before the product is done. And I could show you how to have an entire $500 or $1,000 product done in a few hours flat. Literally, a few hours. Not a few weeks or a few months or 6 months or a year. I'm talking hours, like within a day. And how to create instant multimedia products with a few mouse clicks. You'll see me actually create one right before your eyes. Say, this is how you do it. This is how you turn it into a video. This is how you upload it. Exactly how to do it. And it's so easy. If I can do it, you can do it. There's no I seriously, and you're going to think I'm kidding. And you could ask anyone who's working with me. I don't know how to do FTP. I used to do it. I don't even have an FTP program. You can look at my computer. I literally don't have an FTP program. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do it without knowing any of that stuff. And then I even use a 30-second script. I talk about saving money. That saved a friend $3,500 last week. It took me 30 seconds because he was going to spend a lot of money on creating a product. Well, you don't have to. I mean, you could just for free. I'm going to show you how to do this stuff for free. And a lot more. So that's module 2. Module 3 is my automated 7x sales system. And it's the easiest sales system that's going to increase your conversion by over 7 times with no software. No software at all. Tested, and this is tested. Remember I talked about that $199 product that I sold over 100 of them? I've been doing this stuff for over 10 years, and this works. I'm going to show you the exact way to do it. And put it on 100% autopilot. You create it once, and you're done. And it's not an expensive piece of software. It's not. You literally set it up in WordPress, and it automates, and you rinse and repeat. Module 4, fire your webmaster system. This is where you're going to create these high converting offers in less than 10 minutes. I'm going to show you live. Like, I'm going to say, okay, here we go. We're going to set up a campaign right now. You're going to see me do it right in front of you. And you're going to be able to finally take control of your business. Okay. I hear people already saying, I'm in, give me the link. You'll get it in 1 sec. Because believe me, you're actually, once I give you the link, you want to be one of the first 5. I'm just telling you that, okay? I'm giving you a little heads up. You're going to want to be one of the first 5. And you're going to get everything you need to run a one-person 6 or 7-figure lifestyle business. So even cool things like this, like stealth resources, right? Like these images, I created these images in like 20 seconds. Literally 20 seconds without a designer. I don't have any technical skills or design skills. I'm going to show you all the cool stuff that I use, like every trick, every resource. And I use this program every single day. Module 5. We're almost done. 2 more modules. We're finishing up right now, okay? And I'm going to show you the link. Module 5, the 10K in 24-hour free traffic. It's all about making big sales as fast as possible. I'm going to show you the most explosive way to make massive sales in as few as 24 hours. And my secret method to attracting big-time joint venture partners who are going to promote your programs. And this is without being a guru or without promising to reciprocate, okay? And a lot more. And finally, the automated traffic system, which is Module 6. How to set up a 100% automated traffic funnel. And this is my favorite method to laser target your customers. And by laser targeting, you're going to triple your traffic instantly. Like super, super targeted stuff. And it's the true, remember the old Ronco set it and forget it stuff? This is what I'm talking about. As close to autopilot. Now, you're still going to want to watch things and monitor things, but it's really, really powerful stuff. And like I said before, remember just one sale a day of a $1,000 premium product. One sale a day is $365,000 a year. Now, there's in the first webinar, someone said, "Can you guarantee I'm going to make $1,000 a day?" No. I can't, because I don't know you. I don't know your skills. I don't know how hard you're going to work. No one in the world can make that guarantee. I will tell you, if you follow my steps, you're going to make money. And you're going to make your money back, or you don't pay. And I promise I'm going to work my ass off to make sure you say this is the best friggin' program, because that's how I rely on word of mouth from customers and referrals. So you'll see how hard I'm going to work for you. So I also, it's about you, right? It's not about me. So I created the product to give you how you like your advice. So first way you're going to get it is online video. Now the program's all live. This is going to be a 6-week training program. So it's going to be live just like I'm doing now. And I always do at the end a whole hour of just Q&A, where I say, okay, that was the training module. Now let's open it up for questions. Then you ask me anything you want. And then I record everything. So it's going to be, you're going to get all the online video, so you can watch it from any computer with internet access, right? Second thing, downloadable video, MP4. So if you have iPads which don't do flash, or iPhones, and you want to watch the videos, you can download the videos and do whatever you want with them. Well, do whatever for your personal use. Don't go selling them, please. Then I'm also going to take all the audio, and you're going to get the downloadable MP3. And I get this all the time. If you look at my Facebook fan page, people talk about, "Ryan, I love it because I listen to the MP3s while I'm driving, while I'm on the train, while I'm working out." You can't. I'm telling you, you're not going to get enough of my voice. You're just going to love this. It's like a lullaby. Play it to your kids at night while they go to sleep. They're going to love it. And then all of the handouts. So all of these videos, you're going to get all the handouts. And there's going to be hundreds of pages of handouts of examples, how to model it. So you get all that stuff, right? So now here's the question. And of course, this is a kind of facetious question. How much would you invest to make $1,000 a day? $100,000? So someone said, I know my friends here who are hedge fund guys. If I said, give me $100,000 and I'm going to pay you back, you're going to make $1,000 a day indefinitely, they would they couldn't get me that check fast enough. If I said to them, give me $100,000 and in a year I'll give you back $110,000, they would do that. If I said $1,000 a day, so by the end of the year you make it $365,000, they would give me checks for millions of dollars. They would do that all day long. But obviously I'm not going to charge $100,000, or $50,000. Right, or $25,000, it's worth it. Now, most people don't have $100,000 or $50,000 laying around, or $25,000, or $10,000, or even $5,000. But like I said, if you could make up to $1,000 a day, and would you pay me $5,000 right now to do it? The answer is yes. Of course you would. Like, why wouldn't you? If not, you're kind of clueless. I don't mean to insult you, but if you had $5,000. And I said you could make up to $1,000 a day. Remember, in 5 days you break even. So why wouldn't you do it? Now the gurus charge $2,000 a product, and this would be well worth it because you could probably make it back in up to 2 days, right? Or maybe a day, or maybe an hour. But the only reason they price it there is because they want to pay their buddies $1,000 commission. That's the reality. And I've heard them. I've been on calls where they're figuring out pricing. It's like, well, I should probably charge 1,000, but I'm going to charge 2 because we need to pay out higher commissions. That's the only reason. Now, there are a lot of really good products at 2,000, and I've bought a lot of products at 2,000, and they're well worth it, because if I could make $2, $3, $5, $10, $15, $20,000 from a $2,000 product, I'll do that all day. But you guys know I don't play the bullshit game of reciprocation. I don't say, well, I'll promote you if you promote me. And because I don't play that, they're not going to promote this anyway. Like, I'm on my own, and that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the $1,000 back. So rather than charge $2,000 so I could pay them some $1,000 commission, I am going to give it to you back in your pocket. So here's what it is. 1,000 per day formula for 1K. So just one sale, if you have one premium price product, which I'm going to show you how to create, I'm going to show you how to make it in as fast as a day, and I'm going to show you how to make it without you even having to do anything, like literally step by step, for $1,000. Now I'm going to show you a link in 1 second. It also, now, because I have a really good relationship with ClickBank, they're going to be processing it. And ClickBank, everything comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. You don't have to chase me if you don't like it for a refund. You go right to ClickBank, and they give you back the money 100% guaranteed. So you're protected. Now, don't use your affiliate link because this is white-labeled. You're not going to get affiliate commission, so you can't buy it yourself, right? But it comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. But here's the thing. I'm the king of over-deliver, right? Now, I know you guys I hear people saying, I'm in. Yes, where's the link? I'm in. When does it start? And the program is going to start Thursday. It's going to start this Thursday in the afternoon, and it's going to go every week. So here's a special right now. Get ready. 50% off, baby. Come on! See, I should have kept it at a K because everyone was saying they're in. Now get ready, because first 5 people are getting something special. The second you see the link, you're going to want to click on it. So $495, you get this whole live training program. All the video, all the downloads, all the live coaching. First class, like I said, starts this Thursday. Q&A calls. This is real coaching. This isn't a bunch of bullshit tactics thrown at you, and you got to figure it out yourself. It's step by step, and I take the time to answer every single one of your questions, no matter what. Everyone who's been in my other coaching programs know I stay on to answer your questions. I am not satisfied till it's done. That's why I have the lowest refund rates in the industry. And then you're going to have access to all the MP3s, the recordings, the MP4 videos, the online videos, and all the handouts. Forever. Not like a limited time and I take it away. Fernando, you wrote me. You're going to actually, it's included in the program. In this other, I had a special offer with someone so don't worry, you don't have to buy it. It's included in that other program, okay? You're gonna have access to it. So this is going to sell for $1,000. This will sell for $1,000. That's what I'm approved for. So it's going to sell for $1,000 when it hits the public. But right now, this is only for my list. I'm not paying out affiliates. But the 50% off is guaranteed right now. But here's what I did. So the other day, I had people saying, well, Ryan, I'm in, I want it, but I can't afford $495. So this morning, and I should have done screenshots to show you that I'm always 100% transparent. I talked to ClickBank and said, look, I need to have people do payments. So if you say, you know what, I can't afford a check I can't afford $495 right now, 6 monthly payments at $97. Come on! If you're not in, you're out of your mind, and you could get your money back. Okay? And if you have a day job, don't worry. Again, you could still have access to all of the training, and email me your questions. I'll make sure to take care of. Okay. Okay. Here's the link. You want to be one of the first 5 because I'm going to tell you in a second. Okay. So you guys are the first ones to ever hear about this payment plan. I only did this webinar before, and there wasn't a payment plan offered. I just got this approved today. So go here, go to 1kperdayformula.com/yes. So you can either choose $495 or the 6 pay of $97. Now, obviously, if you do $495, you're going to save about $100. You're going to save a payment. So that's the advantage of paying all up front. So if you have the money, if you say, you know what, I'd rather just pay up front and save $100, then do that. If you say, you know what, Ryan, I'm really tight on money, and I tried to make this as affordable for everybody. So $97. If you could, find that, that's a couple of bucks a day. I'm telling you, this could change your life. So go there. You want to be one of the first 5. Now, I have my laptop running, so I will be checking, and I will read off the names of the first 5 people that are going to get something special. Okay, we've already got 2 come in. We've got Sharon, last name Gefland. Sharon, you're in. Andrew from New Jersey. Andrew Ive, you are in. So the first 3 already gone. Nick McIntyre from Tennessee, you are in, my friend. So the 3 spots are already gone. So 3 are already gone. So again, you could either do $495, or you can do the and save $100, or you could do the recurring payment of $97 for 6 payments. Now, again, you're going to get everything here, all of the live plus the multimedia. I'm going to show you how to create this stuff. I'm really, really excited to bring this coaching program. Sweet. Everyone's like, got my card out. Done. This is going to be a sweet, sweet program. Okay. So here's the bonus. But these, let me just refresh the page. They're probably, they're already gone. Okay, the 4th person in is Jason Jeter. Congratulations, Jason. And the 5th person is going to be the first initials R. There's no name. It just says R. Tapscott. So you 5 are in. I'm going to have Shirley log in and follow up with you guys. So you're going to get a I'll tell you in a minute. Okay. But still keep ordering. Don't worry. We're still going to do Q&A. It's like you're going to get all these cool things anyway. So when the program is done, what I'm going to do is a blog post that's going to feature all of my students. And I get hundreds and hundreds of thousands of visitors to my site. So they'll see your name, they'll see what product you're selling, and what that's going to do is maybe potential sales, right? I can't guarantee you're going to make any sales, but what it's going to do is going to get you in front of a lot of hungry affiliates that potentially, so if you're in a different niche too, if you're in fitness, if you're in marketing, if you're in coaching or parenting, whatever, there are a lot of affiliates who see my site and they may say, hey, this looks like a cool site. Oh, it's a premium product. Oh, they've taken Ryan's course, so I know it's going to be good. I know the refunds are going to be low. Let me contact them and let me see if I can promote their product. So this is going to be really, really cool. And you're going to get a direct link on my site. And since my site gets a lot of good traffic, it's going to help you with search engine as well. Plus, I'm also going to do a link from my Facebook fan page, which is going to hit 10,000 fans soon. It's just going to keep growing. And there is no value because I don't do this. It is literally priceless. So, or get that now. That's only guaranteed right now. Okay. Oh, and the R transfer, that's Rocky. So Rocky was the 5th person in. Rocky, that just with the name Rocky, you're freaking awesome. So again, here is the link: 1kperdayformula.com/yes. Okay. Now here was the thing for the first 5. You're going to get a free one-on-one 30-minute 1K per day strategy session with me. And you can see John Spencer Ellis wrote this email. He said, I want to let you know I made $100,000 in 12 hours at my last launch because I want to learn from you. I actually did 87,000 in 17 minutes, no joke. So Shirley's going to follow up with the first 5. And Rick, I see your email. I'm going to make sure she follows up, and we're going to set up the calls. Okay. So again, the first 5 were Sharon, Andrew, Nick, Jason, and Rocky. Ken, I see your thing there. Ken, you just missed it. You were number 6. Sorry, buddy. Okay. So, how long is it at this price? Randy wants to know. And look, I'm always completely transparent and honest, and I just don't know. I might do it in a week. I might do it in a couple days, because it is going to go up to 1,000. I'm just not sure if it's going to be after this. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. I want to kind of see what the response is tonight, and I'll take it from there. Now, I always have my long-standing 10 times guarantee. Now, what I want you to do, remember, you get a 60-day money-back guarantee through ClickBank. And the program is 6 modules, so it's going to be 6 weeks. Right? So it's obviously, if you do the math, it's less than 60 days. So if you go through the program and you don't feel it's worth at least 10 times your investment, 10 times, if you invest the $495 and you don't feel it's worth $5,000, you not only get every penny back, again, not from me, it's directly from ClickBank, you'll also keep the entire training system. So that's what I truly live and feel, and that's why my refunds are so low, because people always say, you know what, Ryan, you really over delivered. So that's how confident I am. And you keep the damn system. I'm not even going to turn off access for you. Keep it. It's because if I don't deliver, you shouldn't pay me. And you know what? Just keep the damn product. So that's my deal. Here, just for my last coaching program, here is what people say. You know, you'd be crazy not to jump on this one. Ryan's been killing it for the last 11 modules. I click like, it's a good product, great content, and the method, highly recommend. You really find a mentor who cares as much as Ryan for your internet marketing business. Really, this guy is sharing so much. Thanks, Ryan. And I get these all the time. This person learned more with me than the last 2 years. Just here, your training is the best. It's simple, step-by-step, live, where you cover everything you need to know on the subject, and where you take the time to answer our questions and even review our work. We can tell you really care for our success. I've seen many programs, and I have to agree with Christopher. You are the king of internet marketing. I highly recommend your training to my clients or friends. I just wish I had found you sooner. Michelle, again, so my last training, she said, like, seriously, Module 11 is one of the best so far. Oh, my God, such great information. A lot of things we could do right now to be more successful. This guy says it keeps getting better. So I'm just showing you that I'm not making this up. You know, how many other internet marketing products do you see people on Facebook bragging about how good the product is? When you hear them talking about it, they're usually like, oh, what a ripoff. I can't get in. This product sucks. You know, this is bullshit. Like I said, I am going to work my tail off. I'm going to answer your questions. You're going to get a ton more value. And like I said, it's $4.95. Even if you just sell, if you create the product and you sell 20 of them, that's $20,000. God, did I just sound like Don Lepre? $20,000. But it's true. I mean, this stuff is powerful. Now, there's the old saying, you know, you can do what you've always done and get the same results. So you can continue if you're struggling and choose not to invest in the program, and that's fine. You know, kind of go on your own. Feel like you could go out and find this information for free or buy some other $27 push button products. I wish you much success. Or you could try my 1K per day formula, because you really do have nothing to lose, especially with the payment plans now. So for 6 pay is $97, it's just an absolute no-brainer. Or again, you could save some money and do the one payment of the $4.95. So let's open it up for some questions. Okay. Andrew said I should have doubled the price. I know, well, I am going to double the price, just not right now, because this is not promoted by affiliates. This is only promoted to my list. So, like I said, this is special for you guys. But I will be probably doing it for $1,000, and to be honest, probably up to $2,000 when I do some bigger packages and live events. Pitcher says, since I'm in Sydney, will we be able to offer any later sessions over the 6 weeks? Yeah, I'll probably try to do some later sessions as well. Maybe we could do a Q&A like at night. So I'll make sure you feel taken care of. Okay. Ron Bascom, the answer to your question is yes. I don't want to read that one out loud, but the answer is yes. Okay, Midge wants to know, how do we begin creating the product idea? That's where I take you through the training. So I'm going to show you literally every type of product that you can create and exactly how to do it. But I'm gonna narrow it down to the 2 best ones to do. Exactly how to do it, how to outline it, how to get it done fast, how to turn it into video, you know, how to turn it into like all the resources, everything you need. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. And if you have any questions during the Q&A, I will answer your questions. You may say, hey, Ryan, here's my product. Here's my page. What do you think? And I'll say, I love it or I don't love it. I'm always honest. I'm never just going to tell you what you think you want to hear. Like, I'll be honest with you. Karen, the $97 payments, it's every month. So it's like every 30 days. So whatever today is, like the 31st, so it'll be the end of February will be the next one, and so on and so forth. Okay. M-A-R-U, it looks like Maru. The first session is on Thursday, but it's going to, you know, the next week it might be Tuesday or Wednesday, or even Thursday. So it's going to vary throughout the week when the sessions are. Okay. Rick, all right, good. Thanks for signing up, and I'll see you on Thursday. Okay. Kevin wants to know, is this appropriate for someone who is a licensed professional who has a reputation to protect? Absolutely. If anything, that helps you. I mean, I have a lot of physicians that have gone through my programs, attorneys. The way I teach, it's about doing it with integrity. It's about doing it the right way. So I would never put my name on something and even talk about my wife and kids if I felt anything I was doing was a shady or not above the board. So everything I do and teach is about doing it with integrity and feeling good about what you're doing and getting mass media and doing it the right way. Okay. Crucible saying you have a health and fitness product ready. Ryan, the branding, all images done already. Cool. Okay, what's the best way to connect with you on Facebook? Well, yeah, you guys could always go on my Facebook fan page. It's facebook.com/Ryan Lee Marketing. Yeah, actually, go on there later after you guys obviously sign up. Go on my Facebook fan page, facebook.com/Ryan Lee Marketing, and just tell me if you guys like this webinar. Give me some props on there. So I always appreciate that. Cruz wants to know, would this program help that the product's mature? Absolutely, because we can look at the product and maybe we can give it a facelift and add value. I'm definitely one of the best in the world at adding value to products. We'll figure out ways to this would be a bonus and this would be better as an add-on, and I'll show you how to create bonuses, even if you want to potentially do upsells and downsells. All that stuff we're going to go through. Michelle wants to know, do I think it's best to use ClickBank for the shopping cart for a product? Depends on the product. Now, what you're also going to you're going to get my connections. So I'm going to personally introduce you to my ClickBank rep who was able to get higher priced products approved. And if he knows you're working with me, you have a much better chance of getting a higher product approved through ClickBank. I just like ClickBank because people know they're protected and it has the built-in affiliate programs. Midge, you're welcome for all the encouragement. Andrew wants to know, as my students, will I be joint venturing? Will I be joint venturing for your products? Well, look, I can never guarantee that because I don't know you and I don't know your product. So I can't say absolutely because you may follow some of my system, but I say, you know what, it's just not the right match. See, I don't teach people how to create like 50 different affiliate blogs. So you may have the best product on how to set up 200 affiliate blogs, but it's not the right market match. So I couldn't promote it. But no matter what the product is, I will put it on my blog and say, hey, here are my students. But if it's a good product, if it makes sense for my market, I would absolutely look at it. I don't care if you have a list or reciprocate or not. I mean, it just makes sense. Again, the coaching, Randy, starts this Thursday. Okay. So here's Roy's question. Two main questions. People say, what are you passionate about? And create a product based on this. Is this what you teach? Also, at the end of 6 weeks, we should the product going and people buying. What are you passionate about? I'm a big believer in trying to create something that you are either very, very passionate about or something you know cold. Like if you know the market really well. So if you're an attorney, or let's say you're an accountant, right? And you're a very good accountant. You know all the tax laws. You know how to market for accountants. You know all the stuff about accountants, but you're not like really super passionate about it, but you know it really well. You could still create a really good product because you know accountants and what their wants and needs are. So you don't have to be super, super passionate, but if you are an accountant and you know this stuff and you're passionate, that's just a plus because you're going to work harder. You know, the reason I'm doing this now, like right here, it's 10 o'clock at night where I am. The reason I'm up and still jacked up and I didn't drink any coffee, like I'm just naturally like this because I love teaching this stuff. So if I wasn't passionate, if this was about like raising cats, a raising cats webinar, man, I wouldn't be on this right now. Like I'd be sleeping or I'd be watching TV or something. But the fact that I'm on here, I'm hustling and I love it is what gets me excited. So I love doing that. And yes, at the end of 6 weeks, you should have a product up and going. So that's the goal. Barris, yes, we're going to be focusing a lot with WordPress something too. Erica wants to know, is my process something that you could do even with a full-time job? Absolutely. 100%. When I started this stuff, I was working full-time. I mean, I worked on the weekends. I worked in the mornings. I worked at night. I mean, you know, I always worked on the weekends and whenever I had free time. But, you know, it's a question of finding that time. It's being productive. And we could talk, and I'll give you guys some of my other productivity programs that'll show you how to be really productive and get a lot more done. people who get to my productivity program see like a triple in their increase in productivity. Okay. Maru, perfect for your life coaching. Awesome. All right, let me see. There's a ton of questions here. Awesome, Sharon. I'll see you on Thursday. Fernando, the question is yes, it's going to be in the dashboard there. All right. Daryl, awesome. Ready to rock and roll. I'll see you then. Roy, what can you expect in terms of marketing budget? Well, I'm teaching 2 really in-depth traffic modules. The first one is all about free. So you could literally do this with no marketing budget. The second one is paid, but you could, you could spend $5, $10, $20 a day kind of thing. So it's not. I'm not going to say, hey, you have to spend, $20,000 a day, or even $1,000, or even $100 a day. But I like to focus on free stuff. Okay. Mark said I'm so in. Awesome. Glad to have you, Mark. All right. Let me see something here. Let me reset the page. Well, the first 5 spots are long gone. Okay. A lot of people on tonight. Cool. Okay. What about your sales copy? Yes, we're going to talk about sales copy. And I will what I do too is I always do review sessions. So I will literally review your sales copy on the call. Okay. Andrew, great. You're in. Awesome. Have I dealt with health management? I've dealt with every type of health product you can imagine. So yes, Patricia, I've been to all that. Specifically related to back pain. Yes, I've actually had a client in back pain before. Now, obviously, some I can't share with you their products because some were, if I do private clients and they don't give me permission, it's confidential. But yes, I've done back patient people in that market with back pain. Okay. Okay. Andrew said, "Got to create a product to teach people like us how not to have our spouses think we're nuts." I wouldn't even know how to do that one because my wife thinks I'm crazy anyway. Mark said I use Word and PowerPoint. Are there issues with translation for Apple? Nope. I use Microsoft. I use Word and PowerPoint for Mac. I never had an issue with it. Okay. Jack, yes, absolutely. Car Mark, the automotive market can work well. So I think I've answered every question. A lot of good questions. So what I suggest you do, like I said, the program is starting Thursday, so get signed up now. The price is going to go up to $1,000. We have a lot of people joining in right now. Some really good questions. Like I said, the only thing I can guarantee is I guarantee you you're going to feel like it's worth 10 times your investment. I'm going to work my tail off. We're going to do Q&A. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to teach you all these strategies on the 1K per day system. And Andy, you'll get the link. You should be able to register right away once you purchase. Okay? So you'll be able to get right in. And our customer support is always there for you. You'll also have access to Shirley. So it's going to be a really, really cool program. And for everyone who signed up tonight, I thank you for investing in me, investing in my program. I promise I will not let you down. I'll do everything in my power to make sure this is the best coaching program you've ever been through. Now, if you didn't invest, look, maybe it's a financial reason, but that is, again, why I did these 6 payment plans. So hopefully you'll be able to find it within your budget to do the 6 payment plan. And that is it. I appreciate you being on here. Hopefully you got some good ideas. You got some good specific tactics. We talked about the systems. We talked about the different models. We talked about the premium price products. And again, thank you for being on here. Everyone who invested, I'm going to see you on Thursday, right? First training is this Thursday. And if you can't make any of the live ones, again, you're going to have the online video, the downloadable video, the MP3s, and all the handouts. And it's all step by step by step. And make sure to go on my Facebook page as well later, facebook.com/RyanLeeMarketing. Go in there, give me your feedback. I'm always around to answer questions. Thanks again. Now go right now first. Sign up. 1kperdayformula.com/yes. I will see you on the inside. Have a great, great night. Take care, and bye-bye.